As always, we work it. And today's episode is brought to you by Total Wireless, the official wireless provider of the UFC. They're in your corner with unlimited 5G data that won't slow you down.
Daniel Cormier!
He knows. He knows he's a toolbox. No, he's very aware. We have a bet going right now, actually.
You and Henry?
Yeah.
What is it?
We bet years ago, before I ever signed with UFC. We bet, and Khabib was there, a bunch of guys were there, and he was talking shit about judo versus wrestling, and talking about how he's the greatest combat athlete of all time. And I said, listen, I can't believe you've never seen this clip, because Khabib says something so funny. Okay, someone find that clip. So I was like, all right, listen, I'll bet you 100 anytime push-ups that when I'm two-time Olympic champion, I'm going to win the PFL belt twice. I'm going to come over to the UFC. I'm going to win the UFC belt. I'm going to defend the belt. And then I'm going to be the greatest combat athlete of all time. I was like, when I do, and he didn't want to take the bet, So finally I was like, all right, I bet you 1,000 anytime push-ups. 1,000 push-ups from me, and you only have to give me 100 push-ups. And then finally he took the belt.
So you gave him 10-1 odds.
And then he said, all right, I'll take your bet. And then he turned to Khabib and he was like, who's the greatest combat athlete of all time right now? I can't believe you haven't seen this. And Khabib goes, Daniel Cormier!
Yeah. That's my boy right there.
Oh, it was
That's my boy
funny.
right there. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
No, is that it or is that?
Yes. This is.
No, this isn't it.
That is funny.
No, this isn't it.
Hey.
I found the one that is
A few moments later.
Funny.
No, where is it?
Okay, here we go. Let me see.
A few minutes later.
It was so funny.
At least my guy put me over.
the greatest combat athlete of all time right now.
Currently.
Khabib.
I just started.
Daniel Cormier.
Ali wants you bad, man. Like, I mean, it's like you guys are married.
No,
he's calling.
a stage 5 clinger right now.
Ali
I'll
is?
tell you what. Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm about to be the champ, so
He
of course.
starts clinging on.
Alibaba, I got like new Gucci shoes. I got all kinds of stuff.
That is the best.
It's good.
Guys, I'm here with Kayla Harrison, who challenges for the UFC Bantamweight Championship this weekend. Champ, all that we're talking about, right, while we're talking about it, and it's funny, it's all true, right? It's all true. You have won 2 Olympic gold medals.
Yeah.
You have won the PFL championship.
Yep.
You've won everywhere you've been. You're now here in the UFC, and you're already on the verge of a title.
Yeah.
How's it feel getting to a moment that you not only predicted, but so many expected? Now that is where it gets difficult.
I mean, I think that having all of this experience that I have, having years of competing on the biggest stages in the world has prepared me and sort of helps me to learn that that's all noise. And like, none of that matters, you know? Like I do this because I love it. I do it because I want to. I do it because it's my dream. The outside pressure is, you know, I mean, no one had ever won an Olympic gold medal before. So like being in the finals of an Olympic match and knowing that someone had won silver, someone had won bronze, but nobody had ever won gold, like that's a different kind of pressure. We
have all kind of almost anointed you as the champ. The moment you got here, right? Everybody started talking about it. You had to win some fights to finally get this opportunity. Julianna Peña gets the belt back in that fight against Raquel Pennington. Did you think that she won that fight, or did you think Raquel won that fight?
I didn't give the fight to her. After going back and watching it, I thought that Raquel won the fight, but you know, I'm not a judge, so. So, and I ask you this. You're in the back. Chael and I have had a field day with this. Have you? You're in the back. Chael is not my biggest fan, by the way.
No,
he be talking a lot of shit about me.
He loves you.
Does he?
He constantly puts you over.
Does he?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I swear to God.
Because when I see him, we're going to have
It's
words.
one of the crazy, like he just does it every time. He puts you over constantly. But what we had a field day with is you're in the back.
Yeah.
I mean,
they show me, right?
It's a layup.
Yeah.
She no-sells you and calls out Amanda.
She doesn't call for me.
What did you make of that?
I mean, I attest that to insecurity. Like, I'm the unknown, right? I'm like this big, scary unknown. She's fought Amanda before, twice. She knows.
The second one went very bad.
It did go very bad, but I think that she still knows what she can. She's like, I've beaten her. I can do it, you know? So, or it could have just been like, that was what she had in her mind to say, so that's what she said, even though I feel like the fight to make was her and I, and here we are.
And yes, and it's made, and the reason there's so much hype behind it is because of who you are and who she is in fighting. There was an opportunity to make it bigger in that moment, right? Because you could have stormed to the cage. You could have did some old school WWE stuff.
I kind of was like, I kind of wanted to. First of all, I didn't know where I was in the arena. It's a little bit of a maze back there, but yeah, it would have been good.
That would have been the greatest visual. She goes, Kayla Harrison, you just fought. I just became a world champion. Get your ass out of there. You come charging to the ring
Dude,
like the
that
Ultimate
would've
Fighter.
been so sick.
Like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
You come fucking running out there.
That
It would have been the craziest.
Everybody already thinks I'm Brock Lesnar. Now you're going to have me doing some shit like this?
That would have been the craziest thing ever. We would have popped so loud and it would have been amazing, but the fight still has that hype.
Yeah.
The other day we ran a feature of you two face to face.
Yeah.
You're talking. Julianna almost wants to give you the pressure.
Yeah.
It felt, no, the pressure's on Kayla.
No,
Kayla,
she did say that. She's like, I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, well,
were you
except a
surprised by
world
hearing
title.
that?
I mean, I just don't really understand Julianna. She throws a lot of shit out there. Like, it's a lot of spaghetti at the wall and a lot of, like, you know, everywhere from, like, she's on steroids to she's a weight bully, she needs a walking taco, to all the pressure's on her. What's she gonna do? How's she gonna, you know, she gonna lay on me? And I'm like, it kind of screams insecurity to me.
Yeah.
Like, I have 3 dogs, and, you know, I have a big Mastiff, I have a medium Husky, and then I have this little Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua sounds vicious. You know, he's playing with the other dogs, and he's, and he's the most harmless of them all. He's just a little yapper, you know?
Yeah. So you think all the talking is?
Yeah, I think.
Give off the idea of strength, knowing that underneath it's a little bit uncertain.
For sure.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, she's the world champion 2 times.
She is.
Right?
She is.
So when you are breaking her down and looking at her skill for skill, what do you see in Julianna Peña? Honest answer, Kayla.
I see heart. I see heart. I see fire. You know, I think that her best attribute as an athlete is she's a fighter. Like, she is a fighter. She's not going to give up. She's not going to quit. It's not the prettiest, but she's going to keep coming forward, and she's going to try and find a way, you know? But I think that I'm better everywhere. I think that I'm the bigger, faster, stronger fighter. I think that now I have quite a bit of experience under my belt. I think that I'm a better striker. I think that I'm a better grappler. And I'm prepared to, you know, she's a fighter, but I'm a fighter too. I've been fighting my whole damn life, you know? Like, forget inside of a cage or on a mat. I've been fighting my whole life. So if she thinks that, like, she's some David and I'm Goliath, she's got it wrong.
Yeah. How much did you learn in that last fight? Where the takedowns didn't come as easy as you may have anticipated against Ketlen?
Ketlen, yeah. No, I think it was really good for me. I was disappointed, you know, in my performance just because initially I was disappointed because I'm a perfectionist and I want to go out there and dominate and instill my will. But I think it was good to see kind of how girls at this level are going to try and combat the grappling. It felt like
she was doing a good job of defending earlier.
Yeah.
And I think even in the commentary I was talking about it, like when you would level change, you're having difficulties getting up to her body.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's because in judo, right, you guys use a lot of trips and throws from up top. I think she was doing a better job of defending at the body, right?
And I mean, I think she was really defensive, you know?
That's another thing.
It's hard
Cautious.
to, you know how it is. Like,
hard to take somebody down when all they don't want to do is get taken down.
When they're just not trying, when they're not trying to win, they're just trying not to lose. It's hard to get in there and make shit happen. So, but it was a really good learning experience for me. And those are the moments where it's like, all right, then let your hands go.
Yeah.
Like, let your hands go. And guess what? What happens when you let your hands go? Their hands go here.
Their hands go up, you can take them down.
Boom. So.
And you controlled that first round very, very easy. It was later when she got more slippery.
Yeah.
But Julianna,
she's a big, strong girl, too. I know everybody be talking how big, Kayla's so big, but
Ketlen's big.
She just had to fight at 145.
I'm
I'm like, there's a reason for that, dude. She's big.
Julianna's actually going to fight, though. So
Yeah.
you think that it's going to give you more openings to take her to the mat?
Yeah.
And how do you see this fight ending on Saturday night? Can you finish Julianna Peña?
I'd like to. You know, I'm prepared for 25 hard minutes, but the goal is always to go out there and KO, TKO, or submission. If I have my perfect world, I would love to, I think, just, you know, put some elbows through her head, through her forehead, and end on a TKO.
I remember the first time you learned that you could elbow in PFL, how excited you were. I was like, oh, this lady's violent. You were like, oh my God, I can elbow now.
Well, it's such a huge weapon in the sport.
And then you remember how bad you bloodied up the girl right after?
Yeah, dude.
That shit was nasty.
No, that's when I was like, oh, I've fought half my career without a very important weapon.
Yeah.
Like, this is, yeah, I love it.
All right, last one before I let you go. Obviously, I have to ask this question.
Here we go. What is it?
I know. It's the Amanda Nunes question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I want to fight her. Yes, I hope she comes back.
Okay.
No, I'm not overlooking Julianna.
Okay. You don't get better at something by not doing it. Right? You don't get better at something by not doing it.
Yeah.
How does Amanda expect to be who she was being off for 2 years? Obviously, we don't know the extent to which she was training. I heard that her gym closed. I heard that they closed that gym, so I don't know what she would be doing for training. But again, you don't get better at something by not doing it. If Amanda does come back, like what Amanda Nunes would you guys expect? And would you want that in the next fight after Julianna Peña?
Yeah, for sure. I think that this has been my dream for a long time, is like be UFC champion, fight Amanda. And it was never anything negative. Like, it's just that she's the greatest of all time. And to me, that's the highest honor I can give you. I'm like, look, dude, like, you're it.
Yeah.
You're her. I want to be you. That's why I moved to Florida, to train with you. You know, if you want to be the best, you have to train with the best. And I think that, you know, it doesn't really matter. I think that now is my time. I think that I am.
She could be the Amanda that destroyed Holly Holm, and it won't matter because you're ready.
I think now's my time. When you're the best in the world, you're the best in the world, and it doesn't matter.
You sounded like Kevin Jackson there. I swear to God, he would say that all the time. He was the Olympic champ, obviously, wrestling coach. When you're the best in the world, it does not matter who's out in front of you because you're the best in the world. You get a chance to prove that on Saturday.
I sure do.
Good luck, champ.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Harrison checking in with your boy DC. Fights this weekend for the UFC Bantamweight Championship against Julianna Peña. Make sure you hit that buy button. Don't miss anything Kayla's doing. Go and follow her on all of her socials and everything else. Until next time, Kayla, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Peace. All right, guys. Hey, it's the boy DC, your favorite podcaster and also a role partner. And of course, fellas, when you're in or you're out of the bedroom with your partner or that significant other, you have got to satisfy their needs as you try to satisfy your needs. It's so important. Hey, the one thing about Ro, when you're in the bedroom, our guys at Ro Sparks, they got your back. With his long-lasting functionality, Ro Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who want more controlled erections. And it doesn't take long either, because after they dissolve, they work in about 15 minutes on average. Ro connects guys with medical providers 100% online, so you don't have to waste time in the waiting room. And if approved, treatment ships directly to your door. For me, honestly, it's a no-brainer. Ro is a must-have, guys. Trust me, new sex health patients get $15 off of their first order of Ro Sparks on the recurring plan. So connect with a provider at RODOTCO/DCTV, ro.co/DCTV to find out if prescription Ro Sparks is right for you. Guys, that's RODOTCO/DCTV for $15 off of your first order. Hey, get them Ro Sparks. I'm telling you, they work.